southern coast of Sri Lanka is a dream. A perfect mix of palm-fringed beaches, turquoise waters, and a laid-back vibe that makes you want to stay forever. This is where Sri Lanka's beach culture comes to life. Small coastal towns, stunning sunsets, and some of the best local food. In this episode, we leave behind the misty mountains of Ella and head straight for the golden shores of Ahangama, Mirisa, and Weligama. From stilt fishermen to hidden beaches and vibrant beach clubs, this is the perfect way to end our Sri Lanka journey. Hello and a very good morning from Sri Lanka. I love saying good morning from different countries over the world. It just feels so different, which is why I always do that. But anyway, मैं अभी हूँ एल्ला में, जो प्रॉपर्टी आपने देखी थी पिछले एपिसोड में, which is a gorgeous, beautiful jungle property still here, as you can see. अभी मैं निकल के जा रही हूँ towards a very different side of Sri Lanka, which is personally my favorite side of Sri Lanka, which is the ocean, which is south of Sri Lanka. And south of Sri Lanka में काफ़ी जगहें आती है, like Mirisa, Unawatuna, Ahangama, Weligama. So lot of options. And south of Sri Lanka is like a surfer's paradise. It's a paradise for people who love to practice yoga, slow living, good place. So I'm pretty excited to go there. अभी मैं बस यहाँ से निकल के जा रही हूँ to Ahangama, which is in south of Sri Lanka. वहाँ से most likely I'm going to be staying for 2 or 4 days over there, and then after that we will be traveling to Mirisa, Weligama, all of these places while we're going to be there. So I'm super excited. अभी बस यहाँ से check out होगा, and drive time यहाँ से है 3 घंटे from Ella to Ahangama. The journey from Ella to Ahangama is long but breathtaking. We left behind the cool misty hills and watched as the landscape slowly transformed. Lush tree green plantations gave way to palm trees, and the fresh mountain air turned salty as we neared the coastline. Hello and welcome to another beautiful episode. Welcome to सुबह ही हो गया था वैसे, but I have finally now checked into my villa. It's actually a cottage and a very beautiful one. So this is called as the Ivy Cottage, और जो South Sri Lanka है उसमें से मैं आई हूँ Ahangama में. Ahangama is a beautiful beach town, और मैं यहाँ पे 2 दिन रहने वाली हूँ. तो यहाँ के मैं Ivy Cottage में आई हूँ, and this place is so homely. It's so beautiful and pretty, very aesthetic as well. And if you guys have been watching my content, you know how much I love aesthetic places, right? So this exactly fits the bill. But just wanted to put this out कि जब आप South Sri Lanka आना start करोगे, you know, when you're driving towards this part of Sri Lanka, it feels so different. It feels like, obviously, like you're driving to the ocean, like you're driving to the islands. Just feels very surreal. Personally, for me, I love the beach. So any place which is closer to the beach is closer to my heart by default. Our stay wasn't ready yet, so we decided to stop at Hotel des Uncles, Hotel Beach Cafe with a stunning oceanfront view. This place is known for its perfect sundowner vibe. Okay, imagine sipping a cold drink while the sun turns shades of orange and pink. But beyond the views, the real highlight here is the food. We tried some of the best Sri Lankan dishes, flavorful curries, fresh seafood, and crispy hoppers. It's the kind of place where time slows down and you just want to sit back and soak in the moment. Waking up by the coast hits differently. The sound of waves, a light sea breeze, and a breakfast that perfectly captures Sri Lanka's flavors. I started the day with egg hoppers, sambal, dal curry, and fresh tropical fruits, fueling up for a day of exploring. Oh, before heading out, let me show you the Ivy Cottage, my stay in Ahangama. The southern coast of Sri Lanka is dotted with private villas and boutique stays, each offering a slice of paradise. Ivy Cottage is a perfect example. Minimalist, aesthetic, and just steps away from the beach. It's the kind of place that makes you want to extend your trip indefinitely. Good morning from Ahangama. So like you saw yesterday, I arrived here. Or I showed you the place that I'm staying at, and we went out in the evening, we had dinner, etc. But abhi it's a new fresh day, and abhi मैं सुबह निकल रही हूँ to explore a little bit of Ahangama. Of course, as you can see, it's quite sunny. It's an island, and we're also by the ocean, तो काफ़ी humid है. But I'm going to go and explore. कल जब बाइक लेके निकले थे शाम में, it looked very nice. It looked very intriguing. So I wanted to go and explore a little bit more of Ahangama during the day. तो अभी जा रहे हैं. We're going to go to the main town and देखते हैं कि वहाँ पे क्या क्या है करने के लिए. Let's go and catch the vibe of what Ahangama truly is. So the best way to explore the southern coast? On a scooter. Renting one is affordable, costing roughly between rupees 400 and 700, and gives you the freedom to stop wherever you want. Our first stop, Cactus Cafe in Ahangama. This spot is popular among travelers and surfers, offering great coffee and a relaxed beach vibe. With bohemian decor, open seating, and stunning views of the ocean, it's the perfect place to just sit and watch the waves roll in. Driving further along the coast, we reached one of Sri Lanka's most iconic sites, the Stilt Fishermen. This centuries-old tradition is a fascinating glimpse into the local life. Fishermen balance on wooden stilts, casting their lines into the sea as waves crash around them. It's a surreal sight, and while it's become a popular photo op for tourists, it's still an important part of Sri Lanka's coastal culture. Ahangama is full of hidden gems, and Rock Beach is one of them. Unlike the more touristy beaches, this spot is quiet, raw, and perfect for those who love rugged coastal beauty. Huge rock formations just cut out into the ocean, creating the perfect backdrop for a peaceful escape. So later that day, we headed to Weligama, a town famous for its surfing culture. But apart from surfing, Weligama is home to some vibrant beachside flea markets. These markets are a treasure trove of local crafts, handmade jewelry, and colorful clothes just like the ones you see here, making these a must visit for any traveler. Alright, so Ahangama से राइड करके मैं आ चुकी हूँ मिरीसा आते आते you will cross Weligama बीच में, but we're going to go there on a separate day. तो आज मैं directly आ गई हूँ मिरीसा, and Mirisa is also obviously a beach destination, one of the best places to come to in South Sri Lanka. And मैं यहाँ पे आई हूँ एक जगह पे which is called the Secret Beach. Not so secret, यहाँ पे लोग हैं काफ़ी, but the beach looks amazing. Cannot wait to get into the waters. Let's go. Next, we made our way to the Secret Beach in Mirisa, one of the most beautiful hidden beaches on the southern coast. Tucked away from the crowds, this little slice of paradise offers crystal clear waters, soft golden sand, and an untouched, peaceful vibe. Sri Lanka by now was starting to become one of my most favorite destinations given the nature, laid back vibe, and cost of living around here. And just when I thought it couldn't get any better, nature had a surprise for us. We witnessed two rainbows arcing across the sky, a moment that felt straight out of a dream. For the final stop of the day, we headed to Coconut Tree Hill, one of the most Instagram famous locations in Sri Lanka. This small hill overlooking the ocean is lined with towering coconut trees, creating a postcard perfect view. As the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in fiery hues, it felt like the perfect way to end the day. So after days of exploring in Sri Lanka, it was finally time for me to slow down. We spent the last day at Kai Beach Club, a stunning beachfront spot known for its laid-back atmosphere, delicious cocktails, and uninterrupted ocean views. It was the perfect way to unwind, reflect, and truly soak in the beauty of Sri Lanka's southern coast. And just like that, our Sri Lanka journey comes to an end. From the cultural richness of Sigiriya to the breathtaking Ella ride and the pristine beaches of the south, Sri Lanka has been nothing short of magical. If there's one thing that this trip has taught me, it's that Sri Lanka is more than just a destination. It's an experience, and that too so close to home. A place that lingers in your heart long after even you leave. Until next time, Sri Lanka. But for now, on to the next adventure.